Just right now, I just took 2 trades, same trade, 0.6 total. I ain't really come in too hard, and I really didn't even calculate my lot size or nothing like that. So these are gonna be notes, but I did want to get into this counter trend trade. Counter trend trade on a bigger time frame. I guess this is gonna be my recording for it. 4 hour. I'm gonna show you right now. So I was gonna try to get back and take a nap, but it looked like I'm not gonna be able to. But this is my trade right here. We took it on the 1 hour. It went bullish on the 1 hour earlier. 2 hour just closed bullish. 4 hour closed bullish. Right here, lower high, lower low. Lower high, lower low. And then I believe, yeah, the daily is on a pullback. So we have a lower high, lower low. And we're looking for the pullback into this area where then we will find our actual trade. I know there's probably some news that's gonna have it doing that, but this is the weekly. So weekly, looking for that pullback into this area, get like somewhat of a candle fill, maybe at least up to this area. TP is at this alarm. But yeah, that's really it. I do like this trade. I did get in on the higher end of the trade, to be honest, but it's either you take the breakout or you take the pullback. So I do think that it does have room for a continuation and then a pullback and then continuation still. So this could be a longer setted trade. I don't know how much risk is on the table, but I'm gonna follow my trading plan of how much risk I got. I'm gonna try to be risk diverse on this as well. So we'll see how much money I'm actually willing to lose. But I do believe this is a good trade. So we're gonna let it rock, see what it do.
Alright guys, so I did report looking at this.
Alright, gang. So right now I'm just getting this load off of me. Well, I just got this load off of me. But so this is Euro JPY. I gotta grab my paperwork too, but it's a counter trend trade. So I did size in a little bit. I could have went way harder, but I didn't. So I got in on the breakout. I got in on a breakout over here for a buy. We did lose this one. This was a 1-to-1. But I did get in here for a 1-to-2. I got in on the 1 hour time frame. I was waiting to go bullish. If you've been with me for a little while, or I don't know, by now you probably watched some other videos of mine. So what I'm gonna do though, just because I did oversize a little bit, we're gonna close one of these shits out there. Am I? Yes, I am. So we're gonna just leave one running, and it's just for 0.30. I do need to do my notes on it too, but it's for a 1-to-2. TP is right here, really. So this is in alignment with the daily time frame, and I'm gonna break this down all the way for you guys too. I know I'm probably gonna be like, damn, I should have held that. Could have got a 1-to-2, made like $200 or $300 today, but I'm not gonna be greedy, even though I would love to. So as of right now, I was in drawdown for I think like $180. Not exactly sure. My account, yeah. I'm still new at this. All right, so let's see. Analytics, let's see. Yeah, sorry guys, just gotta give me a second. Try and figure it out for you. Well, I'm also trying not to be fucking putting my name in the middle here, but Yeah, long story short, I was down like $180. Right now, we're probably down like 120 maybe. But yeah, basically, what's going on is we have a head, shoulder, shoulder. We got the pullback. So right now, I just took the counter trend trade. I did try to take this counter trend trade here, but it didn't. So we ended up with this morning star. We got a doji candle, and then we see a continuation. We only have a 7.5 hours left for this daily candle, which is good. Potential end off on bullish engulfing and continuation. And my like I said, TP's right here, and we can see the 50 EMAs right here. I would like to see it continue and to wick into our area of interest. I am gonna revise my area of interest again. Just right now I'm busy right now. But yeah, that's why I'm going based off of. Let me show you the weekly. Weekly, we got this long bearish engulfing, right? So I would like to see this give at least a 30%, maybe 40%, even a 50% will be really good. Candle fill. It doesn't have to close like that, but at least a nice wick before the end of the week is over. So that's another thing I'm looking for. Like I said, I gotta write my notes, but for now, you just hearing me. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I didn't put no, I didn't calculate the lot size. But yeah, so basically, you know, I was feeling good about the trade. I was waiting for the trade, shit, bro, all week. I've been waiting for it to play out. As you can see right now, we're pumping good. It's 8:41 a.m. in New York. It's 9:41 right now. So I got you guys over here on Trading View. So yeah, it looks good. I could have held the other one, but like I said, man, I kind of put a little bit too much risk up on a MQ trade. So this is also an MQ trade. You know, and another thing is, I didn't get to the notes, so I'm gonna have to listen to this and then go back in. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I wasn't scared to take the trade, but I wasn't as patient. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't as patient to take the trade. But I didn't want to, you know, honestly, I kind of had FOMO. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I kind of had FOMO a little bit. Kind of have FOMO. I placed 2 separate trades. I gotta see. I haven't been able to fill this out, but let's see what else I have here. And what I'll do is I'll bring this to the side, but I gotta hurry up because I got a long ass day ahead of me, man. But let's pull up to Trading View, and I'll just run through a couple of the psychology notes in here. So good points on this trade so far as I've gotten into it. I wanted to take this trade because I waited for the 1 hour. I waited for the 1 hour last night to break bullish and the 2 hour this morning to break bullish. So we literally just broke bullish right here, lower high to a lower low, and we broke bullish, and I waited for this, and you saw when we broke, then I took the entry on a breakout. So this was also a breakout trade, which I also have here. Where is it? Was it a breakout or was it a pullback entry candle? So this was a breakout. This was a breakout trade. I am going to hold to a full TP because that's what I practice in my back testing. So I'm not going to neglect that. Let's see. My entry session, this is New York session right now, and I did close my first trade inside of the New York session as well. Today is the February 18th. Areas for improvement. I'll be honest, this was a nice head and shoulders pattern just on a breakout type, even though it did pull back here, but more or less kind of like a breakout trade. This was more or less like a breakout, but we have a nice support going on here on the daily time frame. We were actually having a a false breakout back up into a support area right here, and looking for that continuation. The weekly time frame having a pullback, kind of like a wick feel. I'm at candle feel, like I was telling y'all. So I don't know, I just really liked what was going on. And then I also know that there were news events coming up, and that, you know, usually on the daily time frame, it likes to show a pullback like this, lower high, lower low, and then once it'll give a pullback with news type shit, like off of the base it creates. So what I've been learning is more news, and like how the technicals look with the news. And usually, you know, news is already, you know, injected into the markets already. So, but anyways, let's keep going. How was I feeling when entering this trade? I was feeling good. I wanted to take a nap. I was tired because, man, last night I was trying to drill this hole in this fucking fender. But yeah, so I was feeling good though. When I took this trade, I went for a little bit more risk on the account because, man, I knew, bro, I was waiting for that shit to break that way, so I didn't want to miss out on, you know, taking that. I didn't take this 1-to-1 here because I felt like I didn't have enough confirmation, but this one I did, so I did feel confident. But I know that I did risk a little bit more than what I wanted to risk. But let me see. What was I feeling during the market fluctuation? So we'll go based off that first trade so far. Based off that first trade that I took, I was feeling good. I just know that I had put up a little bit more risk than what I wanted to actually have on me. So that's why y'all saw me just exit out one of the trades, even though we could have been up like probably like $200. I just prefer to not put myself in over risk area. Like right now I'm up $77. I don't know how much I am up on the account itself. I will have to check that. Yeah, right now we're at 863. We're almost back at break even, which is 25,000. So right now with this $75, this will bring us right under break even. But by the end of this trade, we should be back. We should be back right below break even or break even. Not really sure. And I am expecting some type of pullback and then continuation still. So good points, man. You know, I came through. I took the trade. I'm doing my notes right now verbally. Bad points for this trade. I didn't calculate my loss size. You know, I guess I could be writing this shit down, huh? I didn't calculate my loss size. Area, like some areas of improvements, you know, get to the market earlier to prep potential lot sizes and etc. So I'm gonna leave it and etc. right there, but lot sizes, entries and exits. Or we're gonna put entries, comma, exits, and etc. All right. So that's the area for improvement right there. Just because when I came, I just kind of used a decent area for my stop loss. But it's still valid. Still valid. Yeah, some good points for this trade, man. I came through. You know, I came through for the trade and was patient enough to wait for a proper breakout entry. breakout entry. I didn't over risk too much. Just a little more than I wanted on this account size. So those are just a few. I'm gonna write more, obviously. Just right now I gotta get back to work. But yeah, yeah, man. It's the trade's not over, so we're gonna have more notes and shit. But I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna get these notes right, and then we're gonna re-go over this trade, alright? Peace. And I'm uploading this and the one I recorded on my phone. I'm gonna put it together and then upload it to YouTube too. Background noise, just showing y'all where the trade's at right now. Yo, look at that right there. So fucking close to TP, bro. Look at that shit. Oh my god, imagine it fucking rejects and comes all the way back down. That's gonna be a bummer. Let's see what our profit is at right now. I'm gonna lie, I got more than enough profit, right? I mean, it's never more than enough, but dang, I'm full TP on everything. Right now, we right there back at break even. I was like a few $100s negative. Now we back up at break even. Just waiting for my TP to be hit. That's it, man. So I could right now take my account into break even and be chilling. But literally, like, the data is low-key telling me that I am going to be able to hit this take profit. But it might not happen tonight. It might end up happening. Might end up happening in the morning. Or just sometime tomorrow. So I'm still going to be patient, man. Whether I lose the trade or win the trade, I'm not going to worry about how much money I got in the account, man. I want to worry about, you know, how good of a trader I'm being. So it's full TP or full stops, depending on if I get a fucking nice higher low right here, and then a new higher high and it still doesn't tap, then obviously stop loss is gonna obviously come up into an area where it makes sense, and then, you know, we won't lose the full amount. But regardless, it's always patience, bro. Have some patience, because you got the full thing, and it's not about the money that's coming off of the trade. It's literally about doing the right process every single time. I don't know if I'm being greedy. I know I could take the 1 to 1.7. I do like those. But when I back tested, I didn't settle for a 1 to 1.7. I didn't settle for a 1 to 1.6. I didn't settle for a 1 to 1.5. So right now, y'all hearing my psychology, right? This is my mindset behind it. Like, I'm really feeling like this. Like, yeah, I really would like to take the bread. My fucking, what is that? Got my account in profit right now, right? We're up like $140 almost. I don't know if y'all can see that. Up $140 out here. Out here in the bando here. In the bando. Lay nice in the bando. Whoa. Whoa. All right, let's come over here. I'm not promoting them, you know, they ain't, but looking at it, supposed to hit my TP already. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Apparently that's the TP I guess I was supposed to be having on this area. But I'm still about to exit out this shit and take my bread right now, because that's not what I'm going based off of. I'm going based off of my trading view. Alright gang, so yeah, TP smash. Let me show y'all the profits. These are my daily profits for today right here. Sorry I'm shaking so much. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so boom, we got the account back up. Break even on the account. Almost break, a little bit over break even, but yeah, that's my P&L for today. Obviously it goes by the daily candle. But yeah, about $200 take profit for today total. Definitely could have had over like $350 today, but I wasn't allowing the extra trade that I took that I didn't know was actually valid, low key, but I didn't allow myself to sit in that trade. But I ran a 0.60 today, and you know, we took profit. I held that trade. I got in this morning. I think it was about 8:30 a.m. It was either 8:30 or 8 a.m. I don't know, because when I woke up, I was looking at the market and I wanted to go to sleep, but I started marking up the chart a little bit. And you could see that in the morning, because like I'm like half-ass recording. But yeah, this is how I'm going to mix it up. Like I'm going to do recordings like this, and I'm going to do recordings with the actual screen. Yeah. And obviously those aren't all green days. I just didn't trade barely any days at all. You can see I had that take profit. I took a nice 1-to-1 trade. I was chilling with somebody and it was a good setup, so I ended up taking it real quick. But yeah, man, we ended up having good trades, man. Good trades this week. I don't know why it's only showing 130. Other trade needs to still calibrate it. So yeah, feel me? That's how I'm gonna be recording. It's gonna be a little bit of this, a little bit of the screen over here, and we're gonna go back and forth. And y'all gonna hear fucking wind and me talking loud and this and that because I'm busy as shit. But I'm also trying to get it in and training too. So, but yo, feel me? Y'all already know what to do, man. Peace of the earth, peace of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Peace of the guys and peace of the God. You know I fuck with y'all a long way. I'ma holler at y'all though. Peace. Trade 1 locked down.